Good evening, everyone. I'm Anteria Burgess, and this evening I'll be presenting to you my demonstration speech, which is on online profiling. Now, nowadays, everyone's doing it. That is, creating an online profile, basically socializing via the internet. Now, there's a few popular networks that you may have heard of. One may be Facebook, one may be MySpace. Another more popular one recently added on is Twitter. Now, there's a few other networks that provide the same type of environment, the same type of atmosphere. However, it's just a little less popular as they may have been brought on a little late in the game. You may have heard of Social Go, High Five. There's even one called Bebo. Now, people of all ages are indulging in this new form of communicating online. It doesn't matter whatever the age group. MySpace pretty much caters to the younger generation. According to Techno Marketer, back in January of 2009, they conducted a study and concluded that high schoolers and college age kids were more indulged into MySpace, whereas people 30 and older are more in tune with Facebook. It doesn't matter the age or anything, just know that everyone throughout the world are basically getting in tune with this social networking fad. Now, while social communicating seems to be the new thing, it's fun and leisure for all people involved, it doesn't necessarily mean that participating in this new form of communicating would be considered safe. Now, there are people who lurk behind these computers who thrive on the excitement of knowing the business of others, and basically hiding their identity via the internet. And even though it may seem to be harmless fun for you, the person who's engaging in it, other people around you looking to judge your character and looking to find out the person who you are, some of the things that you post on this website may not be considered fun for them. This could be information that could be used by an employer or someone who may look to you as a friend or someone that may be seeking companionship. So you must be careful and leery of the things that you post about yourself throughout these websites. Now, because everyone is fully aware of the popularity of these social networking sites, it's only feasible that someone looking to make a judgment about your character resort to these online profiles just to see how you present yourself. Now, opponents of this will likely bring up the issue that your private life should be your private life. But you should keep in mind that the things that you post on the internet are no longer considered private because you posted it for the world to see. There's no way to hide anything. Once you input it on the internet, it's always available. Employers are beginning to make use of this information and kind of wean out employees that they don't want, who don't present themselves in good quality on the internet. Potential employers seek information on candidates from these social online profiles, from those who they don't think lead good lives and who those potential employees that may conduct themselves in a questionable manner. And these things can be and this content can be found, in the things that you post about yourself. You may post something like, hey, I like to get drunk every night, or hey, I like to do drugs. You should refrain from posting things like this about yourself if you know that, some employer or some friend or some potential lover is reading these things about you. It doesn't make for a good look. So you should refrain from posting explicit pictures that may showcase wild parties or drug use or even an immense amount of sexuality. Now, let's say that you post all good things about yourself. Let's say an employer looks at your profile and they say, hey, you know what, that's a pretty good candidate. She presented herself, she or he presented themselves as if they're a quality person. There's no drug use, there's no alcohol. All of their photos, they appear to be covered up. That's good, but you should still be very leery as to the things that you're posting because, there's other harms or other dangers with online socializing. There's people out there that prey on these people who are oblivious to these newfound threats of internet socializing. Now, back in September of this year, a 26-year-old male was charged with rape of a 15-year-old female after developing a relationship on MySpace, according to Newport Television. Now, according to an article written on New York Times back in July of 2007, MySpace has been implicated several times around the country in cases where predators have used the services of these social networks to make inappropriate contact with minors. Well, I'm sure the creators of these social tools did not intend for this to turn heinous or to become a criminal atmosphere. Everyone using these social networking tools must be leery of the information that they're putting out. You must be aware and cautious of the dangers that come along with social networking tools. There is something called cyber stalker. You don't want that, so be careful of the information that you're exposing. Okay, now that I've given you some basic information about, online communicating, such as the more popular social websites, such as the harms and the dangers that may come along with that, I'm now going to show you how to create a social website, one that's pretty safe, for you to use. Because social networking, it can be very fun. It's a way that you keep up with your relatives. You can keep up with what's going on with your kids. You can find long lost friends. So there are some great benefits. This new form of communicating is very good and it's very useful. Okay, I'm going to show you how to create a safe website, a safe profile on the social website MySpace. Okay, first you want to go to your address bar and you want to type in www.myspace.com. Upon typing that in, you should get to something that looks like this. Can you see it? Okay, I hope so. And as you can see, this is a login section and it says sign up. And this changes every day. They give you information about hip hop artists, actors, and all that. Just some good information about, artists that may have profiles on the website. But you want to hit here. I think this says sign up because you're a new user. So we're going to go there. Okay, after that, we're going to get to a page that looks sort of like this. And here you're going to input information as to your email address. It has to be a valid email address before you can register for pretty much all of these social websites. You're going to create a password, put your date of birth, just some basic information about yourself there. And after you're done with there, you're going to select sign up. Okay. After you're done there, you should come to something like this. And this basically wants you to log into your email account where you will see that you've received an email from MySpace and where it's going to let you know to hit a link. Excuse me. You're going to select that link and it's going to continue with your login for MySpace. After you select that link and you come back to MySpace, you're going to get to a screen like this. And it's basically the remainder of your sign up process. And here you're going to insert a photo. If you choose, you do have the opportunity to skip this step where you can upload a photo of yourself. It doesn't have to be of yourself. It can be of your family. It can be of your pet, of anything, just to upload a photo. And like I say, you can choose to skip this step if you don't want to include a photo in your file. The next step, you have an opportunity to try to locate friends, which may be in your area, in your school, friends that you've gone to school with, just some general people that you may know. MySpace gives you the opportunity to do this. You can also add friends via your address book that's online. So this is what the next screen is going to give you the opportunity to do. Okay, here, the next screen, it will give you the opportunity to add a school that you've attended. It could be a high school, a college school. And what this does, it just notifies the general people that's at that school, maybe within your age range or something of that sort, that you've created a profile and maybe you want to join and become friends. Okay, the next screen should be, your inputting information about where you live